If you just joined us, Homeland Security is announcing to basically all the unions in the country, we were doing searches during the breaks, that you will get a Homeland Security enrolled biometric card. Homeland Security will drug test you. Americans will not work. Homeland Security is announcing a no-work list. You will have to get Homeland Security permission to have a job in America. And it doesn't happen with a bang, it happens with a whimper. And I saw Ridge announce it, again, almost 8 years ago. I don't know, it was late 2002. He wasn't even the head of Homeland Security yet. He was the interim head because they hadn't given a cabinet position yet. It was right around that time. And I'm the type of weirdo that'll sit there and watch C-SPAN for 2 hours. And I was just like, he was just calmly, you'll have a card to have a job. We'll drug test everyone. There'll be a no-work list. If you don't pay taxes, the employer will be ordered to let you go because if you don't pay taxes, that's a security threat. I mean, look at Homeland Security in Pennsylvania, spying on the legislature. I mean, and saying if you criticize the income tax, that's terrorism because that hurts the government. The government is telling its minions that you're not allowed to say my taxes are too high because that would cut off their blood supply. I mean, this is a rogue system. But people never wake up to tyranny until it's too late. Rarely do they wake up. People just like to live in denial until the thieves just take everything. They always collapse society because they can't stop stealing. So you'll get what you want. And all of you that like the petty power trips and like the system, okay, enjoy. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Bon voyage on your trip to hell. Oh, we are entering into Mordor here. Donald in New York, you're on the air. Welcome.
Thank you. I had like 3 things I wanted to say, but talking about the jobs and stuff like that, we have to have a card and stuff.
You've got to go to the Homeland Security Don and say, is it all right if I have a job, Godfather? And they say, you've been licking my boots real good. Yeah, you can have a job. How's that sound?
Doesn't sound very good. I'm a contractor right now, so I guess I have to go there too also, right?
Well, it's all part of course in America, you've got to be drug tested and have a biometric card to have a job. It's this land of enslavement, home of humiliation.
Okay, I agree with you on that. I was just wondering, I needed to ask you a question because I'm a little nervous. Public speech makes me a little nervous. I used to live in Arizona, and now I live in New York, and there used to be this high-pitched sound that I used to hear every once in a while, and I thought it was tinnitus for a while. But my girlfriend used to hear it, too, and other people I know heard it. And I was just wondering if you had any idea what kind of...
It could have been a big piece of machinery having an oscillation issue. Could have been something else. But it is partially declassified. Baltimore Sun reported on it. DARPA admits for at least 12 years. That's the first time I saw it admitted. They've got towers to soothe you with electromagnetic fields. And they've got these where they can flip a switch and make mice lay over in ecstasy or in total pain. And what you can do to a mouse, you can do to us. And they admitted in the Baltimore Sun, they said, we're testing things during emergencies that will send out waves to calm you. Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong? It's freedom, man. I told you it's admitted. We can pull up the documents where I showed them a few months ago again, that they have helicopters in every region ready with opiate gas to knock you out. And, of course, they admit it'll cause over 10% deaths because you'll fall and hit your head or wreck your car, and there'll be fires and problems. But isn't it nice to have a government operating in secret with helicopters in underground and sealed hangars with knockout gas and crews ready to spray every city? I mean, isn't that nice? Your wife driving down the road at 70 miles an hour, wrecking and dying? It's freedom, man. Drink uranium. Take mercury-filled shots. Eat GMO salmon. It's a blessing. It's freedom. You still got the NFL. Come on. It's good. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Now 8 minutes into the third hour. We have a guest in studio on the front lines of the fight against the naked body scanners coming up. But I want to get into more of the news now. Obviously, Homeland Security knows you're waking up, knows you're angry about the tens of trillions that have been stolen to offshore banks, the media, the dominant corporate media that's not so dominant these days being paid off. And so they need to play the part of your saviors. And that's why they've got shadowy groups announcing there's going to be all sorts of Christmas Day attacks in the United States. And so the headline, Christmas Chaos, Al-Qaeda, when they're not working for our government, attacking Iran on record, is planning suicide attacks across Europe and the United States, warns insurgents. And their current commander is Anwar al-Awlaki, who admittedly hangs out secretly at the Pentagon with the top Pentagon brass, source Fox News. But I'm supposed to ignore that. Kind of like when CBS News in Texas reports there's uranium and radium in my water and the government's hiding that it's there. I'm not supposed to get upset or point out that they're putting it in there. I'm supposed to just, say, oh, uranium's good. Al-Qaeda is going to get me. I better give my rights up. So they want everybody just cowering in fear while they worship the government as their big mommy and big daddy, with Janet Napolitano strutting around on telescreens at Walmart telling us to worship her. Kosovo. Militia may have stolen prisoners' organs, report alleges. It doesn't say globalist allies, Richard C. Holbrooke's minions, Wesley Clark's dirty dozen, Muslim drug-dealing extremist. They use the term militia because then that'll have a bad connotation on our Republic militia. Again, everything's a psyop with CNN. The authorities who control Kosovo, it's the authorities. But wait a minute, Romans 13. The authorities are put there by God, according to Hitler and our government. And our government promotes that now through cybersecurity and InfraGard and the clergy response team. So the first line right here, what's wrong with grabbing men, women, and children and taking their organs? I mean, it's Romans 13. You shouldn't be upset by that. And most churches will say, yes, that's right. Here's my child. Take their organs. You're the authorities. If a politician wants to eat your child's brains while they're alive, it's like, oh, it's of the Lord. I must be of God. That's where this absurdity goes. Oh, I have to have a card to have a job, according to Homeland Security? Oh, you want to stick your hands down my pants? You want to radiate me? Oh, you put fluoride in the water that at least doubles my chances of bone cancer? Well, why not just barbecue my child? You're the authority. Kosovo. Militia may have stolen prisoners' organs, report alleges. The authorities... Well, that said it all, not the public servants. The authorities, and these are good Muslim extremists, by the way, because they work for the globalist, according to them. I say they're bad, but again, I'm an extremist. I don't think because someone calls themselves an authority, they have a right to murder people and gut them and steal their liver and kidneys and suck their blood out and sell it. But, again, I'm an extremist. The authorities who control Kosovo may have stolen organs from prisoners of war and political rivals when the Kosovo Liberation Army was fighting Serbian forces for control of the territory. European authorities allege in a new report. Numerous indications seem to confirm that organs were removed from the same prisoners to be taken abroad for transplantation. Wonder who flew it out. Who flies the little kids out on these UN operations? Who always gets caught? Same group in the WikiLeaks latest documents running kidnapped little boys out of Afghanistan. Nobody's going to miss them. Oh, who runs the CPS, the biggest private contractors in Texas for CPS? But, I'm just speculating. I know they run the CPS and run the little boys they grab, but I don't know if DynCorp's involved in this. I just know they were running a lot of the flights out of these areas, along with Halliburton and others, but I'm sorry. Numerous indications seem to confirm that organs were removed from some prisoners to be taken abroad for transportation, according to a draft report of the Council of Europe. Well, if somebody's a prisoner, they deserve it, right? That's the American way, huh? Investigators have made progress towards proving the existence of secret KLA places of detention in northern Albania where inhuman treatment and even murders are said to have been committed. No. They just run a lot of the opium into Europe. They're nice people. Illegal organ trafficking continued after the war ended, the draft suggests. Actually, the draft's public. It says they have evidence, but CNN whitewashes it. Nearly 1,900 people who disappeared during the conflict still have not been found. And a lot of them are women and children, but again, they deserve it according to our government. They deserve to be bombed with DU as well. Nearly 1,900 people who disappeared during the conflict still have not been found. Another 500 disappeared after NATO troops arrived in June of '99. The report goes on. Well, every major UN operation, every NATO operation, I could pull up online right now from the State Department reports. I can show you U.S. troops in every major African country with UN troops actually roasting small children. When I talk about roasting, you know, I make the point, why not roast children? It's in my first film, America Destroyed by Design, them beating the children to death and roasting them. UN troops roasting children over fires. Roasting. Roasting. Let's say it again. Roasting. That's your UN. That's your NATO. Okay? That's who they are. And our troops are all in there with them, wallowing around in the evil. Federal depositions on DynCorp show unbelievable things. The latest federal depositions coming out with Blackwater, now XE, confirm what the Iraqis said. Running around naked, piles of cocaine, going out and shooting up cars in the middle of Baghdad for pleasure, men wallowing everywhere with each other. I mean, you know, this is, and all these good old boys are like, oh, look, Blackwater defending us. They got a Christian running it. It's America. They're based in Dubai now. Well, there's no extradition treaty, you notice. The same good old boys are like, execute Assange, get rid of free speech. I like Blackwater. That's America. Piles of cocaine, steroid injections, men wallowing around naked, running outside naked, shooting up children. That's good. I like it. It's America. That same good old boy will walk up to you with an American flag shirt on and, I don't like you, Alex Jones. You don't like this country. You all just get on out of here, boy. We do what the government says. That's what patriotism is. Yeah, we're getting tough on some foreigners. Big deal. Oh, well, they're going to get tough on your bank account, big boy. They're going to get tough on everything. You think they're cutting Serbs' organs out, men, women, and children for fun? You think they're murdering over 1 million Iraqis to play tiddlywinks? They hate you even more. Understand that, good old boy. They're going to get you. They're going to get everything you got because they know you're a big fat hog who'll roll over to the wolves. Wolves run up to you. You're like a sheep. Sheep will just roll over. They don't even fight. They just roll over and say, here's my neck. And the wolves, this is what wolves and coyotes do. They go, it ain't going to be easy. I'm going to start eating you while you're alive from your hind end. And they start chewing those guts out. And the wolves, predators love it. They love the pain, the squealing, the flopping. You ever seen your little cat grab a mouse outside and it'll play with it for an hour before it eats it? And how happy the cat is. And then finally it goes ahead and after it's tortured it to death, it kills it. See, these are predators and they see you, and the average American male, when they see somebody in a predator uniform, they just go, oh, I got an American flag. I'm with you. I support it. Don't feed on me. Oh, you want to? Okay, hold on. Let me lay down for you. Okay, here's my neck. The wolves are like, hey, we're not starting with your neck. You understand? They're like, all right. Take my children first, please. Not me. I'm here reaching out to men and women who still have liberty in their gut, who still have the spirit of 1776, who are not cowards, that we're going to try to fix this thing peacefully. But the globalists have created an army of pure evil and pure darkness. And we are going to face it, and we are going to defeat it. Your churches are going to tell you it's the end of the world, lay down. Regardless, justice is something that has to be stood up for. And justice be done, may the heavens fall. Duty is ours, consequence belongs to God. And I assure you, your appeasance of evil, your rationales about 50 million abortions, you think God's going to let us as a country kill 51 million babies and counting in the last 35 years and not let us feel pain for it? Of course, cancer's up 3,000%. Of course, diabetes is up even more than that. Of course, the globalists are hurting us at every level and every way. We're being punished now. The big secret is, in life, when you do bad things, they come back on you. And that's why these cops have the highest level of suicide and unhappiness. That's why bureaucrats do. No matter how corrupt people are, when you're doing something bad to humanity, your body starts shutting down against you. And the universe literally starts retaliating against you. And this country is going into the flames. You better know it. Now, the question is, what's going to come out on the other side? Our metal is now being tested. The good from the evil is going to be denominated now. It's on.